Backstage.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You ain't no Israelite, bitch, you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the starter and I show her. She could never get a preach hoe. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. That's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in a temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 we gon' be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. I'm stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obidiah, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course, get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick, I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obidiah, I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fart. He ain't locked in with the counter, when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor,
by the ISUPK is posted on the school's website and on YouTube. He says he and members of his Christian Bible school are well within their First Amendment rights. But shop owners say they've heard enough. Today in court, their lawyers argued the group is trespassing. In addition, they say the group's offensive.
Niggas want me dead. Crackers too, but these coon ass niggas, they for the feds. My stick full of lead. In case these whole niggas try me, man, I might have to make that bed. No need to even flex. Cause how I walk it, how I talk it, let you know my speech direct. You heard what I said. Another move, your life flashing through your mind, now you're big. And I'm fresh like a motherfucker. Niggas hating cause they more want us. I'm just coolin' by myself, but now they all on me. Shut up, bitch, eat a dick, I don't wanna love you. Sippin' that pool, wow, got you laced up out your shoe now. Look what you finna do, wow, it's hot. Hop around these niggas till you flop. I'm busy getting mine, but all these niggas wanna duck. But it's cool, let me know I'm on the top. Steady in the courtroom, always fighting cops. Call the white man the devil, and that's off the top. So they try to stop my movement with a block, but I beat the case every damn time, so they watch. Waiting on the nigga to try to make me slip up. Walking up on me like homeboy, what's in your cup? Do you have any drugs? Well, let me see the slugs. Make it your bitch ass back, get mad, you ain't getting love. Your wife made you clip your damn nuts, yeah, I know. Crazy what coon people will do for these hoes. But I ain't even pressed, I see why you going on. My nigga, you dead wrong, bust a nut, boy, get it on.
Black and white land, shit is crazy. Black and white land, shit is crazy.
I'm freshin' up, cleaner than the motherfucker. Good juice in my cup is redder than the blood sucker. Drip on leak, yeah, drip on me. Hey, talking about, but what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you see these damn bitches, they be choosing on me. But I don't want the bitch, but that bitch drooling on me. I get to walking on the girl, she wanna moving with me. But I won't have it cause she easy like spaghetti, homie. Unleashed it to the G. Who is he, that nigga from SC? Get your level straight before you approach a G. Cyan TC 0013. Sits on the stick, it got me cruising off the scene. The fuck do you mean? Yeah, nigga, yeah. They nigga be hating, but they can't penetrate us. Trying to shoot at us now later, but I'ma get you now. Potato on the bow, blank, blow.
But even 30 years later, videos don't necessarily lead to convictions of officers. Advocates for reform say that needs to change.
Shaw, that's it,
With Shaw, man, you know what I'm saying? Realest nigga out here, man. Nigga turned up, feel me? Nigga turned the city up, fucking with his music. We out of pull right
Where we at, though? Where we at?
Greenville, South Carolina, man.
Where we at?
Shout out Shaw, man. Turned up, man.
Damn right.
Fuck with it, man.
Give me that. Right. Birds, you did. There go, brother.
Fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Shaw, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that type, keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. For a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitch in there crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit, I know you sick of it too, man. Money's supposed to be a tool, but man, what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper.
One West, nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you know them niggas will still hate you. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry. Blame that shit on UPK. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing while you got that drag with you. I'm a bad getter, pull up with two bad bitches. Masculinity be the reason she into me. She say she loving all that big priest energy. Don't remember me when I step in the facility. I'm screaming ISUPK, fuck the enemy. Oh, hey, this that One West world shit right here. Think I ain't got the bitch on me, you trippin', homie, that bitch right here. Brown liquor, don't sip that clear. Cloud of vision, let's get shit clear. I ain't even fuck around, homie, put the crown on me, yeah, this my year. Yeah. And I do this shit for my niggas who solid. I ain't resent for I truly acknowledge you ain't in this truth and you ain't in this body, cause bitch, you one body. We see it coming cause we really prophets. Oh, want you about it, but you didn't stop it. A hard head make a soft fast, I guess that's why you stop with your soft ass. Hood nigga that can outclass bougie bitches who talking about class. Soon as you cut a motherfucker, they be like, why you talk to me like that? Valuable lesson. Before you judge, I will check the reflection. Real love is correct. Real love is perfection. Ain't a flaw in it, this is raw business. Brotherhood is a weapon. Fuck around and get stepped on, tryna step, watch how you step. Fuck around and get stepped on, tryna step, watch how you step. 10 times out of 10 when we get it in, nigga, it's a win. If you ain't in the UPK, then nigga, it's a sin. Cause it's only one body, one truth, nigga, one spirit, yeah, one God. But when the shit hit the fan, pussy nigga ran, they got in the win. When niggas saying he was down, and really the nigga switch. Niggas saying he a ride for you, and really the nigga snitch. Really the nigga quit. Hey, really the nigga bitch. Yeah, and I'm just telling you the truth about it, this ain't even a diss. Yeah, this how them niggas be acting. Talking that shit like they really be about it, but when it come down to the action, that's when you find out that they lacking. That's when you find out that they acting. And fucking with my niggas, it's a sure way to end up in the casket. Bitches us against the masses. I don't mind getting dirty, but watch how I clean it up when it get nasty. I lift that Nina up and get the flashing, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Yeah, oh, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Borders of blue and fringing for the fashion. Yeah, you understand me? We standing tall on what we believe in. Yeah, either you stand on something or you fall for anything. Believe that. Look, and if you standing on the wrong thing, you falling anyway. One West, Lost Tribe.
We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, delete that. See with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, a little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. I got big range, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, lil' fame. I won't walk, not the same. Fuck wrong. Fuck wrong, nigga. Fuck wrong. I tell you, fuck wrong. You get your shit together, nigga. Fuck wrong. Work. I'ma do this shit till I rock, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, Yahawashi, you little body bitch. And I switch nigga on that thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay turning like the cars, you little body bitch. And I'm so cold like a bond, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like Dan Gabar, you little body bitch. And my aim like not a zop, you little body bitch. Need a princess part bar, little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah, I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got be right, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, we purple, we gay, you leech ass, lil' fame. I won't walk, not same. Fuck wrong.
Really serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a child. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under Yahawashi, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from Yahawashi? That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Okay. Homie, I've been...
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and our brother and sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what does a leaf do to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him and said, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Why are you? Don't mean I can't find you. He means like, who is this nigga, man? Where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Hamma wa Idea Yahawah. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, like, afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
Alright, Shalom Israel, this is the ISUPK starting out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahawashi. Since 1969, we've been teaching that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews according to the Bible, and the people that are in the land right now they're fighting for Palestine, and they don't own that land. The land's not theirs, nor is Palestine there. They're fighting for that land, and they're fighting the people they're fighting the people for our land, the real Jews, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. and we're going to be going over that the heathens put themselves on high, because in right now we see the Venezuela conflict, and with Donald Trump and America and Venezuela. What you see there is the Edomites putting themselves on high. You see the oppressor putting themselves on high. They so oppressive that they see Venezuela and they choose to take over it, because that's what they're attempting to do. All our oppressor does is takes and steals. He saw Venezuela. Venezuela has oil and has resources and has good things, and what they want to do is overthrow it. You're going to see them continuing to try and overthrow these other countries. And Venezuela is one thing that's happened. Soon there'll be a next thing that's happened. And they're just going to continue taking and taking and taking, because that's what Edomites do. We're going to get into a clip of the president of Venezuela said that the Jews in the land are not the real Jews. They are Polish. And I'm going to get that clip up now. Share screen.
A geopolitical conflict because they created that state to conquer all of the Middle Jews of the 12 tribes who are not the ones who rule today in the state of Israel. The ones who govern today, Netanyahu, is not an authentic Jew. He is a hodgepodge that comes from over there, from Poland. For those who like to talk about religions and say that this is a religious conflict, no, this is not a religious conflict. The conflict that has existed since the founding of the state of Israel is a geopolitical conflict because they created that state to conquer all of the Middle East and Central Asia and take their riches and colonize those peoples. It is the Zionist project, which they say goes from the Jordan River to the Euphrates and beyond.
And what you see there is the people are waking up to who the real Jews are. The people who understood, they understood, they read in the Bible, and they understanding that them Jews there are Polish. The only goal and their only thing that they're trying to achieve is taking over the world like the white man does. Our oppressors been trying to take over the world since Rome, since Greece, and since before that. All they're trying to do is take over and rule, because they'll do anything. They R-worded, robbed, and murdered our people for power, for money, for wealth. And that's what they're going to continue doing. And they are the synagogue of Satan in the Bible. Can you get me Revelations 3 and 9? And these small hats that say they are Jews are not the real Jews according to the Bible. If you read in the Bible, you see the Jews are black. You see King Solomon said, I am black but comely. You see the N-word being used in the Bible to describe the Jews. You'll see Christ being called black with woolly hair. But you won't see any of the prophets be called red-skinned. You don't see any of the prophets be called Jewish, because we're not Jewish. The prophets were not Jewish. We Jews. You got that?
Khan. Book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue.
Most High knows. Salakia, read it again.
Another one can. And unto the Slacker, I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Where are you reading, Salakia?
What did
Verse
you say
9.
to me? Yeah, Revelation 2 and 9. 2 and 9.
3 and 9.
You wanted 3 and 9.
Khan. They saying similar things.
Okay, Salaki. Book of
We
Revelation.
can go 2 and 9. That works. Salaki, go back to 2 and 9. I like that one. And Christ is saying here, Salaki, God, he's saying here, I know your works. And read from verse. One second. Let me see it. Verse the last scripture there. Go on, read. I know thy works and thy tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not. And these Jewish people in the land right now, they say they're Jews. They say they follow the commandments. They say they follow the Bible. All they are is self-elevated Christians. Because Christians say they follow the Bible. Christians say that God is for everyone. You know why? Because they're trying to be the Jews. They are trying to be who they're not. God did not die for everyone. And the Jewish people in the land are the synagogue of Satan the same way Christianity is the synagogue of Satan. Because they say they're Jews. They say the laws for them. They say they follow the law. They say they keep the commandments. They say that they say that they follow God. But carry on from and or not.
Another one can. What is it, and or not?
Khan.
And or not. What are the synagogue of Satan?
Khan. They say they follow Christ. They say they love God. They say they love the Bible. But they don't follow what Christ said. Christ said, if you sin willfully, you be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But Christians will say you can sin and you're in grace, so you can sin. The Bible says if you eat pork, eating pork is a sin. But Christians will say that God cleansed pork, even though if you read the verses, that's not what they're saying. There's one verse about washing your hands, and there's another verse that was a vision because the brother was hungry. But the understanding of the verse is what they lack. The understanding and the logic is what they lack. And the Lord knows our works. He knows our poverty. And even in our poverty, he knows we ain't the synagogue of Satan. He knows the white man that has put himself above every other nation. He put himself as God and as Christ so that other nations will serve him. Even now, you see in Africa, they're following a white God. You see there's some Muslims following a white God because that's what they do. They elevate themselves, they put themselves on high because they are liars, because they're the synagogue of Satan. They say they're Jews. They say they do all these great things. They say they were this great nation, but they're just the synagogue of Satan. They're just a bunch of liars and hypocrites and Edomites. We're going to get into the prophecy of Edom. Get me Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1. because they say they're Jews and they're not. We're gonna get into who they really are, because they went into Venezuela to be like the savior for Venezuela. Venezuela has its own government, but white people don't want to leave it alone. Our oppressor would never leave people to do their own thing, because all they want is money and power. So they're going to continue to go into whatever place they want to get more money and more power. You see them going into Venezuela. I believe Donald Trump said it was because of their government. He didn't like their government. Well, their government is their business. It's not America's duty to be in other people's business. Imagine you have a family and you have your own family, your family's thriving, and you see another family trying to get there their way. You're gonna unalive that man, unalive the man of the house, just to put your views. Even America's not even a thriving family. America's a whole SHIT show. It's a whole BS thing, and you're gonna put your BS onto their government, onto their family. That is some evil things. You're trying to destroy their nation, and that's all that is. They're putting the American agenda, the agenda of being murderers and robbers. They doing all kind of sins, and that's what they're gonna put into Venezuela. That's what they're trying to purport into these other nations. You got that?
Go
on.
Book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
So now it's talking about the vision that Obadiah had about Edom, about Esau's kingdom, about Esau's kingdom, which is the so-called white man in today's time. Read.
Colonel Khan. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and the ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us raise up against her in battle.
So, wait, Radar, do you know what the ambassador who is sent among the heathen?
The ambassador, is that Christ?
The ambassador is Edom, because it's sent. Okay. Edom is sent among all the heathen. You see, the Ishmaelites, they're also heathen. The Amalekites, Salakia, that's Edom anyway, are heathens. Yeah. The Ham and Japheth and all the other nations are also heathens. And now there's an ambassador sent among them heathens. Someone that's supposed to take down Israel. Someone that's supposed to rule over all the ambassadors of the world.
Right.
And it says there's an ambassador sent among the heathen. And he's saying, arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Do you know what that means?
Rise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. I'm not sure.
Who would the her be in this verse?
Is the her on about Israel?
It's in this verse. The whole vision is about this people. So now, if you look at,
is the her America? Salakia is the her America.
The her is the Edom. The her is the white nation. You see in the Bible, it's talking about Israel when it says her. Most of the time it's talking about Israel because it's a book about the Israelites. Now these Edomites got one book in the Bible about them. The only time it says her, this time it says her. It's talking about Edom because this whole chapter is about Edom. It's about the visions and about the future of Edom and about the present and the past of Edom. So this, when it says her in this verse, it is talking about Edom. So it says, there's going to be an ambassador sent among the heathen. And this is someone talking, saying, arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So who's going to rise up against who in battle?
Yahawashi is going to rise up. The Israelites are going to rise up.
Think if you have, no, I don't want to say siblings.
Or is it the other nations? The other nations are going to rise up in battle.
The other nations are going to rise up against her in battle. Because if you think about it, white people are the most evil people on the planet. No nation, absolutely no nation likes Edomites. Because they all Edomites have got into power is by robbing and stealing and fighting and destroying and burning and lynching and everything to other nations and Israel. That's the only reason people tolerate them. Because they have to. They're forced to tolerate Edom. Everyone is forced. They run the social media. They run the basketball. They run entertainment. They run everything you can think of. White people run it. They run it, and they run it with vigor, and they run it because they wanted to unalive everyone else. They unalive the competition. They just destroy everyone because that is their nature. Their nature is to search and destroy, to divide and conquer, to just mess up what the people have built. So that's why the other nations are going to arise and come against them. Because if you think why the other nations work with Edomites, work with oppressors, it's either monetary value or they tolerate it because they need money. They tolerate it because they don't want what happened to Venezuela to happen to them. They understand the power that Edomites have. So they have to tolerate the BS that Edom is coming with. They have to tolerate the BS that Trump is pushing into their neighborhoods, and that the Jewish agenda is pushing into their neighborhoods, because them Jewish people are pushing homosexuality and all kind of sins and unaliving, and you can just see whatever they're doing in Israel right now shows what they're doing everywhere in the world, because they own the medias, they own the entertainment. So if you see in Tel Aviv they having homosexual parades and BS, guess what? Everywhere in the world there's gonna be homosexuality promoted. If you see they saying my brain's gone blank, but you see them doing all these sins, you hear about them doing all these sins, and they pushing it into Palestine. The reason they fighting for Palestine, they want to push their agenda, they want to spread their land, they want to spread all the lies and the fallacies that they've come with, that they got in Israel. They got that land of Israel because they got given that land of Israel because they made a treaty with Palestine that they were only gonna have that land, and now they're trying to break that treaty. Imagine you make a pact, an oath with a nation, and you're gonna break that oath. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, and this is Edom. You see in these prophecies come to life. You're gonna see them. You're gonna see the other nations start to fight back, because the other nations have been back burners, because because they've not had power or they've not had a thought to fight back. what you see in Venezuela is that Venezuela government fought back. They said the what's his name again? Salakia. What do you remember the thingy's name? I got it somewhere.
Is it Maduro? Begins with M or something.
Maduro.
I can't pronounce it. Maduro or something. Maduro. I'm not sure.
You see, Maduro tried to fight back. He said they're the synagogue of Satan. He said all they are is Polish actors. They Polish actors. They Polish. That's not the word he used, but he said they actors because that's all they are. He understood that.
I didn't use converts. Did he say?
He said convert. Anyone that knows the Bible knows you cannot convert to being an Israelite. You can convert to being Jewish because it's BS. You can convert to being Christian because it's BS. You can't convert to being an Israelite because it's a nationality, not a religion. It's not a belief you have. Now you can follow the laws, not even as an Edomite, but as a black man, you can follow the laws or not follow the laws, and you still be an Israelite. You'll still be a Jew because it's a blood. It's a nation, not a religion. You don't convert to being an Israelite. You don't convert to being a Jew. You are one. And now this name Maduro says it. He says it out how it is. He says these Edomites are fake pretenders, and he loses his place in his presidency over his country. The other nations are going to start fighting back against Edom because they understand that the Jewish man is not the real Jews of the Bible. They understand that America has no actual power. The only power they have is nuclear weapons, and you're going to see other nations come with weapons of destruction to fight against Edom, and that's the prophecy that's happening in this verse. Read on.
Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Verse 3.
So now this is a prophecy. The Lord's going to make them small among the heathen, and they're going to be greatly hated. They're going to be hated and because of what they did. Read.
Verse 3. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee.
You see, they have pride to go into battle with Palestine over a land that's not theirs. They have pride to go into Venezuela to take over a land that's not theirs and a people that's not theirs, and oil and riches that's not theirs. But they have pride. You see in the pride they have now to go into other nations and take. You're going to see that pride diminish, and you're going to be like, there's another verse that he says they're going to see them as statues and be like, is this the man that caused the earth to tremble, or that caused the earth to quake or to tremble? Obviously paraphrasing. And that's how the Edomites are going to be. They're going to be, because they deceived the earth. They deceived the earth saying that God is white. They deceived the earth saying that the Jewish man is the real Jews. They deceived the earth saying that putting Edomites above the real Jews of the Bible and putting Edomites as God to be served. They're going to be punished for that because their pride has deceived them. They think because they're white, they're great because they've been taught because they're white, they're great. That's not the truth. The Bible says the real Jews are black. If the Bible says the real Jews are black and you put them up as white people, no, and you agree that the Jews are great, you would agree that the Jews are a great people. You take their Bible, you take their customs, you understand that you take their customs, you take their history is what I was looking for. You take their history because all the Bible is a history book on how we should conduct ourselves, given that our history is vast. And you see our history going through the Bible. You see us going into Egypt. You see us going into Roman captivity. You see us getting out of Egypt. You see our history, and they take the history and they make everyone in it white. They take King James and they make him white. They take great black people and they just make them white. You'll see in a couple years, you'll see the black footballers, because they got white names, they're going to try and make them white. They're going to try and make them British instead of, because they don't say black. They'll say he's a British football player, or he's an American football player, and everyone's going to think, oh, America, white. So they're going to think they're white because they put their pride, they have pride within themselves, and their heart deceives them. Radar, read.
Khan, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
And they dwell in the clefts of the rock. They dwell in high places. Imagine you see a mountain, you see a cave. That's where they dwell. Even till now, you see them making skyscrapers. They live in up high. They live in skyscrapers. They live in, you see, the whitest areas you'll ever see are in the mountains. Even in the hills in the UK, they're all the white areas like Sheffield. You see them just out the way of everything and really high up for some reason, because that's their nature. Their nature is to live in the clefts of the rocks. They go back to what they're used to. If you were used to living in normal altitudes, if you were used to living in normal altitudes, your goal wouldn't be to live in the hills. They call it Beverly Hills because they living up high. They just like to be high to look down on everyone. Carry on.
Khan, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
And this is what they say in their heart. And if you know the Bible, you know the heart is your mind. And in their mind, they're saying, who shall bring me down? You see Donald Trump invading whoever he wants, going to war with whoever he wants. He's saying whatever he wants because in his mind, it's who shall bring me down. It's who's gonna stand up and fight against me. Little does he know them other nations are plotting against him. And how do I know this? It's because it just said it in the Bible. The only thing, let me think of what I'm trying to say. The only thing that is gonna, the only reason the prophecy hasn't happened yet is time. Every prophecy in the Bible is gonna happen. It's just whatever time the Lord sees fit. Right now, the Edomites are ruling. They're in their great nation. They're over all the other nations. They got their good military. They got their good weapons of mass destruction. They got their good habitations. They got their good houses and money and welfare and everything. They got everything they want. But the other nations are going to come against them. You know why? Because the Bible said it was going to happen. Just like in Deuteronomy 28, it says the Israelites are going to go into slavery with ships. Guess what? We disobeyed the Lord and we went into slavery with ships. And when we didn't disobey the Lord, we didn't go into slavery. We were blessed. The Bible, all prophecies in the Bible have happened or are going to happen. What you see here is a prophecy that is going to happen. Them Edomites, that Jewish man, and that all these European kingdoms, or the break-offs of European kingdoms, are all going to come to destruction. They're all going to be destroyed. They're all going to understand that the pride of their heart have deceived them. They're all going to understand, and they're going to be saying, who's going to bring me down to the ground? They're going to remember a time where they were saying, who's going to bring me down to the ground? They're going to remember that time when they're under Israel, when they're in slavery, when they're in bondage. They're going to remember that time where they were great. And they're going to be under the nations. They're going to be in the hell that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in now. Read.
Khan. Verse 4. They exalt themselves as the eagle.
Khan, with this eagle, you see the eagle is above. You see the clefts of the rock is above. You see, they are very weird people. They like to live in high places. They like to live where you can just, they thrive in where you can just about live. They go camping and stuff like that. They go camping, they go rock climbing, they do all kinds of stuff that black people wouldn't even think of doing. You think a black person thought, yeah, I see that big mountain with snow on it. Let's live there. Let's live in the snowy, cold mountain with mountain lions and are very high. What black person do you know that isn't afraid of heights? I know I don't like heights. I ain't living in no high place where I'm looking over the balcony. I'm like, damn, if I drop, I'm dropped. The heights is not a black people thing. Heights is a white people thing. And since the dawn of time, they've acclimatized themselves to living in high places. That's why the snake in the garden, they were banished to where no one is. Where no one is the high places, because no sane people think, let's live in a mountain. Let's live in the cold, harsh, horrible environment. Because they were banished by the Lord, they learned to thrive in that environment. They learned to thrive in the high places. And they use animals for high places. Like the eagle, you see America using the eagle to say they fly high and they do all this and are supposedly great and high like an eagle and strong and powerful. And I'm pretty sure an eagle is a scavenger, because that's Salaki. Let me check that. Keep on reading. Sure.
Come. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, hence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Okay, wait there. Say they exalt themselves as an eagle. This is what's wrong one. This is what an eagle is. Eagles are opportunistic carnivores that act as both hunters and scavengers, because they were in the clefts of the rocks. They were put to the clefts of the rocks. They were separated from all of the nations in the clefts and the mountains above everything, just out the way. Imagine your father says, get out my house, and I don't want to see you anywhere in this city. Where are you going to go? You're going to go to where no one is. That's where they were banished to. They were banished to the high places, the places that are dangerous and murderous. And you coming out the door and you running because you see a mountain lion. You running because you see a bear. They go to them places and they learn to thrive in them places. Their habitation is high. Then that's why they use eagles. That's why they use lions and things like that. They live in high places above everything. They just thrive in that environment. Read verse 4.
Do thou exalt themselves as the eagle, and thou do set thy nest among the stars.
And you seeing them try to do that today, what would them trying to be among the stars be? And what would them trying to be among the stars? What's the like
that's them trying to go to space? Is that it?
That is the Space Force. You see them trying to live on Mars. You see them trying to go to the moon. You know why? Because they like to be in high places. They want to find the thing that no one has ever found before and be high. They try to exalt themselves like the Most High. They want to be high and above everyone else. That's their nature. Their nature is to fight to be at the top. And you'll see though they exalt, you'll see the pride of being above, of being high. You're gonna see the Most High take them down. The Space Force is their nest among the stars. You see, they're trying to make colonies on Mars. They're just trying to do what no man needs to do. You don't need Mars. You can actually, if you actually looked after the planet and cared for your people and cared for the environment. Imagine the Bible says, what is it? The plants and the trees will rejoice when they lose power. You know why? Because they don't care about the plants and the trees. They do deforestation and let harmful gases in the atmosphere and everything, because they don't care about the trees. They don't care about the wildlife. They don't care about the people, because they set their nest among the stars. They trying to be above everything. They trying to have a second option with space, because they know they have destroyed this planet. So lucky, 1 second. They're trying to have a second option. They're trying to set themselves on high, above everyone else. Carry on.
Verse 5. If thieves come to thee, if robbers by night, how art they cut off?
Imagine the Lord says, if thieves come to thee by night, how art the... Oh, Salaki, carry on reading.
If thieves come to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they have had enough?
And you see these people, Lucky way there. You see these people that put themselves on high. They go to space and look down on people. They live in mountains and high rises and high apartments in high places. You see these, and the Bible says, if thieves came to thee and robbers by night, would they not have stolen till they had enough? The white man has stolen and stolen and stolen and stolen and stolen and stolen and stolen, and he still hasn't had enough. He still hasn't had enough, so much that he's gone into Venezuela and took over their government. That's the mindset of the Edomites. The mindset is to steal and steal and steal and take and unalive, because they're worse than robbers. They're not just robbers. They're robbers. They're murderers. They're assaulters. They're pedophiles. They're everything that the Lord is against. They're everything that every nation is against, because they're just evil people. That Salakia, not every nation, because them nations be weird. The just nations. Salakia, the just nation. The just nation, what Israel is against. And they worse than robbers by night, because they'll rob you, and then they'll make a treaty with you to stop robbing you, and then they'll continue robbing you, and then they'll lie to you, and they'll continue lying, and then they'll continue robbing you while they're lying. They'll lie and rob, and then steal, and then rob a bit more, and then steal, because they never have enough of stealing. They will never feel satisfied in their thievery. They will always feel or want more, because that's their nature. Their nature is robbing. Their nature is everything that the Lord is not. Their nature is to hate everybody. To hate everybody and everything, and to survive like scavengers, like eagles. Eagles are scavengers and hunters. The white man is a scavenger and a hunter, a conniving scavenger and hunter. They got into Palestine. They got into Palestine, the land of Israel, by being backbiting, snaky, and making a treaty. And now they're going back on the treaty and trying to take over Palestine. That's the people that we're dealing with. We're dealing with liars and thieves that will never be satiated, no matter how much they steal. They got many lands that they're over. You see British colonies, you see American countries that are under America or under American rulership, or under British rulership, or under European rulership. But they will never have enough. They will never, like gluttony is a sin. They will eat and eat and eat and eat, because they'll get fat off other nations. They'll get fat off robbing and stealing and pushing their agendas onto other nations. Because unlike robbers are supposed to have robbers are supposed to be the lowest of the low, because they'll rob something from your house. Now you see Esau being described as lower than the lowest of the low, because they will not stop. They do it like it's a sport, because it's ingrained in them to be evil. It's ingrained in them to be against the Lord, and to rob and steal and destroy till they completely destroyed everything. Karen Reader. If the grape gatherers.
Yeah. Would they not? Oh yeah. If the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
And if the grape gatherers come to you, would they not leave grapes? Would they not leave something? When white people go into lands, they don't leave anything. They take every single thing they can. You see, America is the greatest representation of that, because the Native Indians were living there and they unalived most of the Native Indians, shipped the Native Indians to different parts of America and took over America. Now you got Donald Trump going to Native Indians, Venezuelan, and fight and taking over a land, taking over even more land in America. They don't leave anything for anyone. It's a law in the Bible that if you have fruits, you leave some. You leave some so that the poor can get it, or it goes to the ground. But you leave some so the tree is not just barren. You leave some. The white man won't leave it. They'll take as much as they can. They'll drain. If they had a rag, you know how you wring out a rag and it's still wet when you put it on the dryer rack. If the white man had a rag, it would be drier. You'd be able to hear it on the table and it will crack to pieces. That's the mindset that they have. They suck out. Why? They take every single thing that's good about a nation. They take every single thing that has value. They will not leave any grapes, anything for them nations, because they're like succubus. They are the synagogue of Satan. Carry on.
Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? Verse 7. All the men of their confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat their bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
So now all the men of their confederacy have brought thee even to the border, the men that were at peace with thee. So the nations that were at peace and had treaties with Edom have deceived thee. That were at peace with thee, thee have deceived thee. You see, the treaty between Israel and Palestine was broken. And this verse says, the men that are at peace with thee have deceived thee, and prevailed against thee. You're going to see them people start coming against them. They're going to start fighting back, because all the Edomite nations are just bullies. They bully people out of their land. They bully people out of their identity. They bully people out of their knowledge and their history. They damn near rewrit the whole Bible and made the people white. They rewrit the whole Bible and gave the real people of the Bible the slave Bible. They rewrit the whole Bible and said Christ died for everyone. They rewrit the whole Bible and say Christ is God. They rewrit the whole Bible and push their false narratives that white is great. And then the other nations, they see the lies and the hypocrisies that come with these Edomites, and even the ones that made peace with them, that made treaties with them, are going to come against them, because they understand how much of an evil people they are. They understand that you can make treaties with them, but they break treaties. You see, Israel broke the treaty with Palestine. You see, through history, you see white people breaking treaties. You see them making them and breaking them damn near the day after, because they lie. Their whole goal is to be eagles. An eagle is a scavenger and a hunter. They use tactics to get their meals. They use tactics to get their power. They use their tactics to get whatever they want. And that's what white people have done. They've used tactics and fallacies and lies and putting themselves above everyone to get what they want. And what they want is power. And what they're not going to get, and what they're not going to do is stop searching for that power. And what they're going to be met with is the Most High, Christ and his angels, to destroy their kingdom. Because their lust for power brought them to putting God's people in slavery and putting themselves above God's people. They're going to be brought down below all nations. I'm reading.
Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
So now the Lord is going to destroy the wise men out of Edom. Who are some wise men in Edom, Radar?
Well, they say the Germans, innit? The Germans, they were wise men. They lot of Nazis and all that, innit? America took a lot of them people.
They the wise men because the US follows after them. The United States and Donald Trump and Elon Musk follows after them. They wise men. Who else is wise men? Donald Trump is a wise man. Because he puts himself on high. He puts himself as great. Netanyahu, which is the Israel thing, he's a wise man because he puts himself, because other Edomites put him high. So whoever them Edomites are putting on high and are following and are praising like the Most High, like they're gonna be destroyed. Even destroy the wise men out of Edom. He's gonna destroy every wise man out of Edom that is put as a spokesman for white people. Because the spokesmen for Edomites have been horrible to God's people. The spokesmen for Edomites have said and done many atrocities to God's people. And they're going to learn that even the wise men out of Edom, the wise, greatest people, whoever you think is great and strong and so mighty and powerful and got so much weapons and can do anything and do whatever he wants, them people are going to be destroyed. Because you think Donald Trump is powerful because he has nuclear weapons. You think Netanyahu is powerful because he has whatever they have. They have bombs and weapons. You think Israel is powerful because they have bombs and weapons. You're going to find out who has real power. The Most High has real power. He destroyed Egypt the same way he's going to destroy America. He's going to put America to burn. He's going to put the Edomites to burn. He's going to make the other nations serve his people because he has real power. He's going to put the wise men of Edom, the great Edomites, the great Amalekites, the great people of them other nations. He's going to put them, he's going to destroy them because they destroyed his people. Imagine God imagine you have a child, you put him into a correction center, and that correction center beats the heck out of him. That correction center leaves him bleeding and on his last legs. That's what the Edomites done to us. The Edomites, the Lord gave us to the Edomites to correct us, to say, yo, look how these people are living. These people are living horribly, and they're being punished for it. They're living in horrible places. We were given to them to serve them. Like we were given to them to serve them, to show that if you don't follow the Lord, this is where you'll end up. You'll end up slaves. You'll end up under other nations. But now them Edomites, because they lust for being worse than a thief, because they lust for more. All they want is more power, more money, more wealth, because they so greedy. And even when they have everything they could ask for, they'll still want more. Because they're that people, they're going to be destroyed by the Lord. The Lord is going to, they're going to be destroyed by the Lord. And they put their greed over what the Lord wanted. The Lord said, I look after them. Don't completely do all kind of wickedness. Just teach them a lesson. And they took that and they burned and they assaulted our women and children and sons and daughters and men. And they unalived our people, and they put us through slavery, and they made us lose our identity. Right. They done all these things. One sec. They done all these things, and their wise men have to be unalived. They destroyed Israel mentally, physically, and emotionally, and generationally. They're gonna be destroyed emotionally, physically. They're gonna be put to work on them plantations like they had our forefathers put to work on their plantations. And it says, an understanding out of the mount of Esau. Carry on, verse 9.
Verse 9. And their mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
And that's the prophecy of the Edomites. Every Esau is going to be cut off by slaughter. If you're wondering how America is going to burn, they're going to be Salakia. How the Edomites are going to lose their power, how the Edomites are going to lose their status that they've got. You see, they're looking great right now. They above everything, and they so great. The way that they're going to be taken out of that power is by slaughter. Is by Christ coming back and destroying them. Is by the other nations coming against them. Is by the other nations that made treaties with them and that said that had peace with them are no longer gonna have peace with them. They're gonna be cut off by slaughter. Carry on, read it.
Verse 10. For their violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
And for their violence against their brother, or this is talking about Esau and Jacob, now is Israel and Edom, their shame will cover them. For the violence against thy brother, their shame is going to cover them, because they were so evil to us in slavery, because they were so evil to us when they were given the power. Christ is gonna repay them for that. Christ is gonna repay them for everything they done, for the work that they made us do. They made us build their houses. They made us build their kingdoms and cities. Well, they're gonna build kingdoms and cities double the size because they wanted to go against God's word. They wanted to take advantage of the position that the Most High let them have. Carry on reading. I'm going to go to another one. Sorry.
Verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into the gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress.
Come on, could you go back to 11? The day that
In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots
and
upon Jerusalem.
This is what they did to Israel. That the strangers carried away captive his forces. The other one second. In the day that the strangers carried captive his forces, Edom carried captive our forces. We had power and people and rulership, and they carried away our forces because they came into the land and they destroyed the people. They came into the land and took captive the people. They took captive of Israel. You see, the northern kingdom.
Salaka, is that 70 AD? Is that what he's talking about there? That part.
What happened 70 AD?
When Jerusalem got took over by Edom, by the Romans. Is that what
it's talking about? Not just which one's the kingdoms that left? The
northern kingdom, innit? The northern.
Khan. Not only did they take the northern kingdom, because the northern kingdom wasn't in the land of Israel.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't just destroy them; they came and took the southern kingdom as well. The southern kingdom now was in Jerusalem, following the laws, just to their extent, and they carried away them captive. And foreigners entered into his gates, and them Romans came into our gates and took our. When they knocked down the temple, in it, they broke down our temples. They broke down our villages or where we lived, our houses, and they did what all Edomite nations do. They came and they destroyed and they made everything worse. They came and they destroyed. They fight and they destroy and they unalive and they take children and they make slaves and force people to work. They just doing all kind of evil to every nation. But the reason that they're being punished, the reason that they're gonna fall down, they're gonna be dragged down to the ground, is because of what they did to Israel. That's how you know God does not love everybody. Imagine they did all these atrocities to the other nations, but the reason the Bible states that imagine they whatever they did to Israel, they doing to other nations. They're taking their language, they're taking their culture, they're taking their ideologies. They're pushing their ideologies, their beliefs. But the only thing the Bible cared about is what they did to Jacob, what they did to Jacob's children. The only thing they care about is Israel, because the Bible is a book about the Israelites, a history book, and a constitution, a guide to how you should live for Israel. Now it's said, and the reason that they're going to be punished is because they punished Israel, because they went above and beyond in their slavery, in their rulership over Israel, and they cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was one of them. They cast lots. They pulled down the temples. They destroyed the synagogues. They destroyed the altar. They destroyed the menorah. They did all kind of evil, destroying the temple of the Most High, destroying the temple of the Most High, and that's why they're going to be punished. They are still ruling over every nation. They're still fighting Palestine. Guess what? The Lord doesn't care about that. The Lord doesn't. They can fight Palestine 100 times in one, and the Lord wouldn't care. But they put their hands on God's people, and that's why the Lord is going to destroy them. Carry on, verse 12.
Verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
And that's what they did. It's lucky with the look, and they rejoiced over our mourning. When Judah was taken into slavery, when Israel was taken into slavery, they rejoiced. When they were lynching us and having public lynchings, they were doing public disservice and destroying of Israel. They were doing it publicly, and that's documented that they were doing it publicly, and their people rejoiced for the people rejoiced for the putting down of black people, for the pain of white people. Like when black people are in pain, they feed off the pain of black people. That's why you hear them say you should forget about slavery, because once you say forget about slavery, they're gonna once they say forget about slavery, they're disregarding your pain, because they're gonna inflict more pain. They say forget about slavery because they know what they did was disgusting, and they're gonna try and inflict more pain. They're gonna forget you to forget about this slavery so they can do another destruction of your people. They want you to forget about slavery so that when they try and make your child into a woman, your son into a woman, you're gonna forget what they did to your people. You're not gonna have fight in you because you think they're so great. You're not gonna have fight in you when they try and unalive your children because you forgot about slavery. You forgot what they did, and they're gonna do it again. There's a quote. It's if you forget about history, history will repeat itself.
That's right.
And that's why they tell you to forget about slavery. Because they want it to be repeated. You see them doing the salutes, and you see it like Radar said before. They're trying to bring back Germany. Germany is a what was the word that I said before? Germany is
the Nazis, innit? The Nazis, is that the word you meant?
and
Hitler, innit? Adolf Hitler, innit?
The
Or is it in the Bible, the word you mean?
and the words in the Bible.
Is it Teeman you're on about? Them Teeman, is it them on there? The wise men, Teeman.
Khan, wise men, yeah. Germany is the wise men of Edom. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Neither should have spoken probably in the day of distress. Carry on from verse wherever you were.
Verse 13. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate.
That's what I was saying. Salakia. Let me get back on it. America looks up to Germany because they trying to be just like the Germans. The Germans didn't care about black people. The Germans wanted to destroy black people the same way they wanted to destroy Jews, and the same way they wanted to destroy the Jewish. And the America is trying to repeat that and push it more on black people. America is trying to repeat that and push it more on Native Indians. They trying to destroy our people. That's where I was going with that. Khan, the water says he or she said about slavery being repeated. That is where I was going. I was going like slavery is going to be repeated. How America's trying to redo. They trying to redo Rome and Germany. They mixing it together because Germany was Germany's like closer in time, so they're doing the salutes and stuff like that because it's closer in time. But all is Roman culture, and all is the fourth beast, which is Rome. That's what they're trying to bring back. Carry on reading.
Verse 13. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Verse 14.
Yeah, and they should not, like you with that, they should not have laid hands on God's people. You see, they've laid hands on so many nations. They fought and had battles and broke treaties and destroyed and took their land and money and gold and silver and medicines. They've done all these things. But read it again.
Thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity.
And that's like you're with there. That's what the Lord cared about. Even though they've done some evil things to them other nations and destroyed and plundered and raped, robbed and murdered, the Lord cares about what he did to his people. That's what the Lord cares about. The Lord cares about his people and bringing back the remnant of Israel and bringing back the structure of heaven where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in rulership. and yet they trying to bring back slavery the same way they trying to bring back Egypt, the same, not Germany. They trying to bring back putting black people at the bottom. They trying to bring back putting the children of Israel under everyone and destroying them as a people, mentally, physically, and however they did it in slavery, and however they did it in Egypt. They trying to put us at the bottom and keep us at the bottom because they know if we're not following God, then we have no power. Like the prayer says, my strength cometh from Yahawah, which made heaven and earth. That's where our strength That's where our strength comes from. It comes from following the laws, keeping the commandments, and following in the footsteps of Christ. And if they make their systems like Egypt did and like how Rome did, they know the people, the Israelites, won't follow their rulership, won't follow God's rulership, my bad. They know that they will continue in the sin that they're doing. Oh yeah, and they should not have looked on their affliction in the day of our calamity. So when we were in slavery, they should not have looked down on us. They shouldn't have took us into slavery. They shouldn't have laid hands on anything that we had, because we are chosen by the Lord. And that's the reason that Edom is going to fall. That's the reason, because they want to put themselves above everyone and above God and above the stars and above everything. That's why they're going to be destroyed. They're going to be destroyed because they think they're so great. Imagine you have a power, an actual power, and then you have someone that's trying to be great, that's trying to look great. That show is greater than everyone on earth. Looks to be greater than everyone on earth. Edomites look to be greater than every other nation because they have the power. But once the actual power comes and destroys that nation, then everyone is gonna know that the actual power is not the Edomites, that the actual power is the Most High. Carry on reading.
Ye thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Verse 14.
And they shouldn't have stole from us in the days that they were destroying us. They shouldn't have stole from us. They shouldn't have looked down on us. They shouldn't have done anything against God's people, because the Most High is not one for forgiveness. He's not one for forgiveness of the Edomites, of Gentiles. He's not one for forgiveness of them other nations. He's not the forgiving type. If you read the Bible, he destroyed Egypt because he's not the forgiving type. You don't get on the wrong side and destroy his people and go against him and think nothing's going to happen. You don't go against his way that he chose and think that everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to have your kingdom forever and ever and ever, because the end of the Edomites' kingdom is coming. Carry on.
Verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape.
So like it with that. And now, even in slavery times, they were standing in the crossway and snitching on the slaves that wanted to escape. In every captivity, they were snaking on the Israelites that are trying to escape. They saying, "Get back into your plantation. Get back to your owner." because and they should not have done that, because every time they done that, they made the punishments for their children worse. The Bible says they're going to be punished for the iniquities of their fathers. Every time that they snaked on a brother for trying to escape, they're going to be destroyed. Even worse, they're going to be given double. So whatever they given to us, the Bible says they're going to be given double. They're going to be destroyed, and they're going to be going through hell like worse than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians went through hell. They're going to be tortured the same way they tortured us. And
Right.
that is the only fair, just way of getting back. Because if you beat someone, the only fair way for justice, the only justice you get, is to beat them back. Only Edomites damn near put people in jail for unaliving someone, because that is an evil thing. And they, instead of unaliving them, or instead of actually punishing them, they're gonna give them time in a cell to think about what they've done. And then they're gonna come out and unalive again. They're gonna unalive and then leave another family without a son, and leave another family without a daughter. You're gonna put them in jail. They're gonna come out and unalive again. That's the situations that put in place by these Edomites. Carry on.
Verse 40, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut those of his that did escape, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done it shall be done unto thee.
So like you're with there. And that's what Christianity will never tell you. Christianity will never tell you that everything that the other nations have done to Israel, the reward shall return unto them. Because Christianity says God forgives everyone, says Christ forgives, and Christ died for everyone. This verse right here says, thy reward shall return upon to thine own head. That means that everything, every nation, every people that had anything to do with the destruction of Israel, they're going to be punished. They're going to have their punishment. Like, imagine you give the children to the correction center, and in the correction center there was Ishmaelites, there was Moabites, there was Hamites, and they all took part in the beating of your child, the destruction of your child, the overdoing of the punishment. They all gonna be punished for what they did. That's the Most High's way. The Most High's way isn't forgiveness. It is just. It's being just. It's getting the just way rather than letting people go. Carry on reading.
Khan. As thou hast done it, it shall be done unto thee. Their reward shall return upon thy own head. Verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as thou they had not been.
And them other nations are gonna be put down under Israel. They're like they were put into power, or they were got given power when they had Israel. They're gonna be destroyed when Israel regains their power. They're gonna be put down to nothing, as they should be, because they are nothing to the Lord. Carry on.
Verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall the deliverance, and they shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessors.
They shall possess their possessions, because we're gonna regain the kingdom. Now it's going back to talking about Jacob. The Edom is talking about, it says they're gonna be destroyed. It says nations are gonna rise against them. It says the people that they had peace with are gonna come against them. All this because they snakes, they are low life, disgustingly hateful and horrible nation. And all they do is lie. And Jacob is going to possess their possessions. Jacob's going to get whatever the Edomites stole and whatever the other nations stole, because it's not just Edomites that took us into captivity. Whatever the other nations stole, we're going to repossess it. The other nations stole time through slavery. We're going to repossess it. The other nations stole riches and wealth. We're going to repossess it. It's not like the kingdom of heaven is where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians regain rulership, regain everything they've owned, everything that we were given and that was taken from us. We regain everything. Carry on. The most important thing that we're gonna regain is the law, statutes, commandments, because we lost it in this captivity. Through every captivity, we lost it, and we're gonna regain that back. So you ain't gonna see a brother smoking weed, because that's gonna be punishable by unaliving. It's not like it's not the Edomite way of fixing things. The Edomite way of fixing things is you go to a prison, or you go to a correction center, and you go to prison for distribution of marijuana or drugs. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be you fix up, because no one else smokes, no one else does drugs, no one else. It's going to be like this kingdom thrives on sin. This kingdom thrives on whoredom. This kingdom thrives on drugs and marijuana. God's kingdom is going to thrive on being against that. You see people are called weird in this kingdom for not smoking, or for not being a drunkard, and not conforming to the normality, the abnormal normalities of this world. It's going to be flipped upside down when our kingdom arises. You're going to be set out for wanting to marry out an Edomite, for wanting to marry into the other nations. That's the Lord's way. The Lord's way isn't to be like the other nations. The word holy means separate. We got to be different to them other nations. We got to be set apart to them other nations. That's the goal of the Most High. The goal of the Most High is to regain his separate people, his holy people. Carry on.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it.
And the Lord said it, so it's gonna happen. It's just whenever it's just the time that we're waiting for. So you can see Edomites enjoying their kingdom now. Donald Trump is doing the greatest at enjoying his kingdom ever. He's got his whole supporters and everything. He's got his whole his whole party supporting him and his whole country. He's got his supporters in his country. He's been a very great white man. He's been a very great Edomite. But when the Lord returns, he's going to put an end to his great country. He's going to put an end to his great rulership, so-called. And he's going to put the let me get it. And he's going to put the house of Esau for stubble. Right now, the house of Esau got good buildings. If you make a building go to stubble, that means that building is completely destroyed. It's like you have bricks and you crush them bricks and you crush that mortar and destroy it to bits. That's what the house of Esau is going to be when Christ returns and the angels come and destroy the America and every Edomite nation, and they're going to be turned to stubble. And with that, Radar, do you want to call it?
Copy up. Okay, man of Israel, Magium. Magium Shabbat. Magium Barak. Yahawah Shem Yahawashi Barakatah.
Yahawah Shem Yahawashi Barakatah.
Yajamatah Sah. The sisters of Christ salute. Magium Shabbat. Magium Barak. Yahawashi Yahawashi Yajamatah. Class dismissed.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom, brother.
Shalom. Yahawashi Shabbat.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.